A very good morning and Jai Hind, children. Hope you all are preparing well for your half-yearly exams. So children, welcome to physics class. In the previous class of physics, we have started the revision of measurement and motion. So we have revised few topics like what is measurement, we have done what is a standard unit, and we have also covered what is physical quantity. Yes, and we have also seen that what are the standard units of various physical quantities. All right. So let me revise that very quickly. So what is measurement, children? So in measurement, two things are very important. First, that comparison is always between the two things. The first, that the thing that is fixed, and the other thing, okay, that we are finding out. So there is comparison between the two always, and the comparison or the measurement is always between the same kind. Like we cannot measure the length of a boy and the length of a tree. Okay, we cannot measure a length of a human with the length of a building. Okay, it is entirely different kind. So comparison is always between the same kind. Getting my point? So this we have discussed in the previous class. Okay. And also we have talked about the physical quantities. So what is physical quantity? So as the name says, physical quantity. Quantity means amount. Okay. So anything that is measurable, ऐसी कोई भी चीज जिसको हम measure कर सकते हैं, is called physical quantity. Like we can measure the length of a table. Yes, so length is a physical quantity. We can also measure the speed of a car. So the speed is a physical quantity. Okay, and we can also measure the temperature. So temperature is a physical quantity. Getting my point? And also we can measure the mass of anything, the weight of any substance or any object. That is also a physical quantity. So anything that can be measured is a physical quantity, like length, volume, mass, weight, time, temperature, speed. All these things are called physical quantity. Okay. Now, also we have talked about standard units. So what is a standard unit? See children, every physical quantity that is measurable is having certain unit. Okay, हम कोई भी चीज measure करते हैं उसको हम किसी ना किसी unit में measure करते हैं. Okay, and for that we have a fixed and uniform units. Like the standard unit of length is meter, the standard unit of mass is kilogram, and the standard unit of time is second. Okay, so every physical quantity is having its fixed unit, and that is universal and uniform throughout the world. Getting my point? So this is called a standard unit. If we are sitting here in Banaras and if we calculate the length of this table, consider it to be 2 centimeters or so 2 meters. Okay, so the same table will be measured 2 meters only if we take it to some other place. Getting my point? So all the unit, all this unit, meter, kilometer, everything is a uniform all over the world. Okay, so this is called a standard unit. Getting it? So this we have talked about. There are various systems that also we have seen, and the most acceptable system is MKS system. MKS is M stands for meter, K stands for kilogram, and S stands for second. So this is the most acceptable system of unit. We also have CGS unit, we also have FPS unit that we have already discussed. Okay, so today in this chapter we are going to revise the multiples and submultiples of unit, and we will see the measurement of length. Measurement of length of a straight line that we can measure with the help of a ruler or a scale, or we will see the measurement of a curved line. So measurement of a curved line can also be done with the two methods, that is using thread and by using divider. Okay, so children, please open your science book. Open this chapter, measurement and motion. It is at page number 123. So open that chapter and take your pencil with you. We are going to revise this chapter further. Okay, so now I'm going to share the chapter's PDF and we'll continue. So this all thing we have already discussed. We have already talked about all these things. Now today we'll discuss this multiples and submultiples of unit, and from where this concept of multiples and submultiple units came. So children, to measure anything, even to measure a line, to measure a length of your book, to measure a length of your paper, for everything we require certain units. Okay, we require certain units. Okay, so there can be multiple units for one physical quantity. There can be a multiple unit for one physical quantity. Okay, this is multiples and submultiples of unit. Getting it? So children, I gave you the homework. So before I continue, please again go through the table that I gave you as a homework. So please go through this table. So just revise it once and then we will continue. So please just revise this table once. Please go through the table. There are three physical quantities given. We have length, we have mass, and we have time. Okay, so there are three basic physical quantities given in this table, that is length, mass, and time. Okay, and there are several units that is mentioned. There are several units mentioned. Getting it? So I gave you the homework to learn this table. Okay, so now I hope you have revised it once. Now let me make it clear what is multiples and submultiples of unit. Children, see, if you are asked to measure the length of the table, you can easily do it with the help of a measuring tape or a meter tape. Okay, meter scale, that you can do it easily. If you are asked to measure the length of a building or a floor length, that also you can do with the help of a meter scale. Okay, but if you are asked to measure the distance between two cities, like if you have to measure the distance between Banaras to Allahabad, or a distance between Allahabad to Lucknow or anywhere else between two cities. So is it possible to measure it with the help of a measuring tape or a meter scale? Is it possible? No, it is not. So for that, we require certain more units and we need a conversion of it. Okay. So for that, we have various units to measure. Okay. What is multiple and what is submultiple? If we are talking about multiples, so multiple, in case of multiple, we are calculating the larger measurement, like the distance between two cities. That we will calculate in terms of multiples. Getting it? सब मल्टीपल में हम क्या करते हैं, अगर हमें बहुत छोटी क्वांटिटी मेजर करनी है या बहुत छोटा अमाउंट मेजर करना है, लाइक कंसिडर थिकनेस ऑफ अ कॉइन. कॉइन होता है, उसकी थिकनेस कितनी होती है, बहुत पतली होती है. सो इफ यू हैव टू कैलकुलेट द थिकनेस ऑफ दैट कॉइन, हाउ यू विल डू इट? Will you take a measuring tape or a measuring like meter scale, then you will measure it? No, we cannot. So for that, there are different other units. Okay, getting my point? So this is called multiples and submultiples. So for this, we have deci, centi, milli, kilo, and mega. Okay, among this, kilo and mega are the multiples जो कि बड़ी यूनिट है, और डेसी, सेंटी और मिली ये छोटी यूनिट्स हैं. ये मीटर से छोटी हैं और ये मीटर से बड़ी हैं. ओके, किलो एंड मेगा is greater than meter and deci, centi and milli is smaller than meter, and we are taking meter as a standard unit. Getting it? So that this is submultiples and these two are multiples. Okay, now children, for this I have shared a video in your school app in e-content. Please go through that video. You will clearly understand how we can convert these units, like how we can convert kilometer into meter, meter into centimeter, and centimeter into millimeter. Okay, there I have shared a video. Please go through that video. You will understand it better. Okay. So here we have three different types of a physical quantity, and we have several units, conversion of a several unit. Okay. So here, see, we have millimeter, we have centimeter, we have meter, and we have kilometer. So these are four different units for length. किलोमीटर सबसे बड़ा होता है, उसके बाद मीटर, उसके बाद सेंटीमीटर, और सबसे छोटा होता है मिलीमीटर. Okay, so this is a pattern. So I have made it more clear in the video that I have shared. Okay, you can go through that video. Similarly, for mass, we have milligrams, grams, kilograms, and quintal. Okay, so this is the measurement and this is the way we can convert it. Okay, so children, every unit that is mentioned here is symbolized by a symbol. Like centimeter is written as cm, meter is written as m, millimeter is written as mm, and km is written as, kilometer is written as km. Okay, so there is certain rule to write these units. Okay, let's see what are the rules. So basically there are two rules. पहला rule क्या है कि we never put a full stop after the symbol. Okay, symbols are not followed by a full stop. Getting it? And second, symbols are not written in a plural form. We never write a symbol in a plural form. Like we cannot write 10 kgs. Okay, we cannot write 10 kgs. It is always 10 kg. Agar 100 bhi hai, so then also we will not write 100 kgs. It is 100 kg. Getting my point? So for this you also have a oral question. In oral question you have one question related to this. So let's see here, this question number 4. You have to choose the correct one. So it is written 10 kg or 10 kgs. So which is correct? 10 kg is correct because kgs are plural. Here 5 centimeter or 5 centimeters. What is correct? 5 सेंटीमीटर इज करेक्ट, क्योंकि यहाँ पे s लगा है, ये प्लूरल हो गया, इसलिए हम ऐसे कभी भी सिंबल लिखते नहीं है. ओके, फॉर सी 1 kg and there is a dot, there is a full stop after 1 kg. So do we write like this? No, this is a wrong method. What is the correct form? 1 kg is a correct form. Similarly here 20 centimeter, then there is a full stop. Is it correct? No. What is correct? 20 centimeter is correct. Got it? So there are two basic rules. First, we don't put a full stop after the symbol, and we don't use a plural form of the symbol. Getting my point? So these two are very, very, very important. Okay. Hope you have understood it. Now children, moving to the next topic, that is need for accurate measurement. So this is very obvious children. Why there is a need to measure it very accurately? So take for example, you go to a tailor shop, go to a boutique, okay, and you ask a tailor to to stitch a school uniform for you, okay, and by mistake he doesn't take the measurement accurately. Okay, then what will happen? आपकी शर्ट की स्लीव्स लंबी हो जाएगी या छोटी हो जाएगी, पैंट लंबी हो जाएगी या छोटी हो जाएगी. इट विल नॉट बी ऑफ प्रॉपर लेंथ टू फिट योर बॉडी. यस, so it will look nice? No, it will not. So to measure it accurately is very important. So this is a very small thing. Now take a very bigger thing, like if we do certain experiment, if scientists do certain experiment, okay, they need to measure each and everything very accurately. Why? Because if there is any increase or decrease in the amount of any chemical, then the complete experiment will be it will be a flop show. Okay, there will be experiment will not be performed correctly, and there will be certain no result will come after the experiment. Okay, so to measure each and everything correctly and each and everything accurately is very, very, very important. Same for the architect. If architect is constructing a building, okay, or anything, so he needs to measure each and everything very accurately. Otherwise, the measurement or the construction or the area of plot and planning and plotting, everything will be waste. Okay, so each and everything requires a accurate measurement. Getting it? So to measure everything very accurately, we require certain instruments. Like we require a meter scale to measure the length of a piece of a cloth. Getting it? We require a weighing scale to measure the mass of vegetable. Whenever you go to a shop to purchase vegetables, then what happens? The shopkeeper there has a measuring or a weighing balance. Okay, तब वो आपको 1 kg, 2 kg vegetable जो भी आपको required हो तो वो accordingly देता है. Getting it? And he charge you for that. Okay. Similarly, we have a clock to measure the time. Okay, now consider there is no clock. There is no instrument to measure the time. What you will do? In earlier time, like in the ancient time, it used to happen. Like when there was no clock, people used to measure the time by rising of sun and the setting of the sun. Okay, but now slowly and gradually we have a watch and we can easily measure the time and the duration of time. Okay, so all these things are very, very, very important. Like instruments are very important to measure the things very accurately. Okay, so this is that is why we need to measure the things accurately. Now children, the very important topic of this chapter is measurement of length. This is very, very, very important. So see, in this topic we are basically focusing on how we can use the ruler correctly. हम जो scale है, everybody is having a scale, everybody is having a ruler. So we need to measure the line or the length of a line very accurately. How we can do it? So let's consider there is one line marked A and B. Okay? There is a one line A and B. Okay? What is the rule of putting a scale and what is the rule of measuring it from a scale is we always put the starting point A at 0 of a scale. Okay? We always put a starting point A at 0 of the scale and we'll go along with the length. और जहां पे ये B point आएगा, that is the length of that line. Getting it? But to observe the length of a line, we at times commit certain mistakes. Like what happens? See, consider if you have to calculate the length of this pencil and you are putting a scale like this diagonally. Will it give you a correct length? No, it will not, because when you will again put this scale here, आप यहाँ पे अगर इसको 10.5 centimeter calculate करोगे and when you will put the scale along the pencil, the length will be 10 centimeter. So it is error. It is incorrect. Okay. Similarly here, by mistake, your ruler or scale has worn out. ठीक है, आपकी स्केल टूट गई है एक साइड से, तो आप कैसे मेजर करोगे? You will not start from the very starting point. Okay, what you are going to do is you will start from a 1. जैसे आपके 0 के साइड टूट गई है स्केल, so you will start from 1. You put the point A at 1. Okay, then measure the length. तो अगर ये पेंसिल की लेंथ 10 सेंटीमीटर है और अगर आप 1 से कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं तो it will come to be 11 centimeter. Yes, so then what you have to do is 11 minus 1 is equal to 10. Okay, this you will do. अगर आप 1 से मेजर कर रहे हैं तो जो भी लेंथ आ रही है उसमें से हम 1 माइनस कर देंगे, तो we will get the accurate length. Getting it? And also we do a very common mistake, that is the position of eye is very important whenever we are measuring any length, the position of I should be straight vertical down at the point where we are taking the measurement. Not, we cannot see from one side or from the other side. इससे क्या होगा? If we are seeing from position C, the length will come like 9.9 or 9.8. That is not accurate. If we are seeing it from position A, the length will come like 10.1 or 10.2. Again, it is an error and it is not a correct measurement. So what is a correct measurement? Correct measurement is at position B, when your eye is straight, vertical to the point. Okay, so this is the correct measurement. Getting my point? So these are the three different precautions that we need to take while measuring the length with the help of a ruler or a scale. Okay, so all these points are mentioned here. Point number 1, point number 2, and point number 3. Okay, so please go through these points. You will understand it better. Now, measuring the length of a curved line. Okay, we can easily measure the length of a straight line with the help of a scale or a ruler. Okay, but how we can measure the length of a curved line? This is a question. Okay, so to measure the length of a curved line, we require two things. First is thread, another is divider. Okay, so I hope everybody has seen a divider and used it in a maths class. Yes, so and thread we all have seen. So by using thread and by using divider, we can measure the length of the curved line. Okay, children, for this also I have shared a video in the school app in e-content. Please go through that. You will understand it very clearly from there. Okay, so now let's study. So if we take if we want to measure the length of a curved line by using thread, so see, this is a curved line, isn't it? Now take a thread and tie one end of the thread, like put a knot at one end of the thread. Okay, and then put that knot at point A. Okay, now through the line with the help of a thread, like follow the curved path. Now put one end here, another end here at point B. Okay, then again put another end here and then here, and along with these curved line put all the threads. Okay, जैसे जैसे कर्व लाइन है वैसे वैसे आप थ्रेड को धीरे धीरे उस पॉइंट तक ले जाइए, एंड पॉइंट तक. ओके, देन आफ्टर दैट व्हाट यू विल डू, you will straighten the thread, cut at the end, straighten the thread, take a scale, measure the length. Okay, measure the length of the thread. So the length of a thread will be equal to the length of this curved line. Getting my point? So this is very important. This is the way, by using thread, how we can measure the length of a curved line. Okay, now moving to the second, that is how we can measure the length of a curved line by using a divider. Okay, so to measure the length of a, see, this is a divider. Everybody must be having this divider. So what we are going to do here is, divider is having a two end. Yes, two pointed end. Take a ruler, make this distance of a two divider as 1 centimeter. Okay, now start from one end. So put similarly 1, 1, 1, take, like complete the measurement. So children, you will understand it better in the video I have sent you. So please go through that video. Okay, so again mark and measure these how many dividers it is coming, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so here we have 4 dividers. So we can measure the length like this. Consider some portion less than the distance between the two legs is left out. Then what we are going to do? Then we will follow this formula. What is the formula? Formula is total length is equal to the number of steps. Number of steps is ये आप देख रहे हो, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the number of steps. Okay, into the distance between the legs of divider. So that we have taken as 1 centimeter. So multiply it with 1 plus the length of लेफ्ट ओवर सेगमेंट. So जो भी लेंथ इस लेफ्ट ओवर सेगमेंट की बच रही है, that you will again measure with the divider and measure again it with the help of a ruler and you will add that. Okay, consider ये जो portion बच रहा है इसकी लेंथ आ रही है 0.5 सेंटीमीटर. So what we are going to do is number of step is 4 into 1 plus 0.5. Okay, so 4 into 1.5, so it will be 4.5 centimeter. Children, this will be much more clear in the video. You can go through that. Okay, so this was the measurement of length of a curved line by using divider and by using a thread. Okay, now coming on to the importance of estimation. What is estimation? Children, at times what happens, we cannot calculate everything so accurately. Like, take for example, we have some chemicals in a form of a powder. Okay, so we cannot calculate it very accurately. Okay, so we take it estimated value. We take a estimated value of it. Now, taking one example. In a kitchen, we don't have certain instrument to measure. We don't have a weighing balance. We don't have a measuring tape to measure each and everything. Yes, you go to kitchen, your mother is cooking a food. Okay, वो क्या measuring cylinder लेके फिर उसके बाद चाय बनाती है? नहीं, isn't it? She don't take a measuring cylinder and then she put 1 cup of tea and then 2 cup of tea. No, she doesn't do like that. Okay, so we do an estimation. Estimation मतलब हम अपने मन से accordingly हम उस चीज को डालते हैं. Like for example, if we are putting spices in a sabji, in a vegetable, we don't have certain measuring instrument ki yes, we are putting 10 grams of masala, coriander leaf, 10 grams of salt and 10 grams of sugar in the sabji. We don't measure it. Yes, we only put it like 1 spoon, 2 spoon, 3 spoon. Alright, so that is the estimation. At times, scientists also do the estimation while performing certain experiments. Okay, so estimation is also very, very important. If we will not estimate, see, accuracy always comes with the estimation. Understanding it. If we are estimating the things, then any calculation will come to be accurate. Okay? So estimation is very, very, very important here. So the ability to correctly estimate the length, area, volume, mass, temperature, time period saves us the trouble of making an actual measurement. A cook who can make correct estimation in the kitchen will cook better dishes than the one whose estimation skills are not well developed. Okay, so this is important here, children. Please go through this oral questions and we know that the questions can come from within the chapter also, that we will revise today itself in the Zoom interactive class at 11. So we are again meeting sharp at 11 for the Zoom interactive class, children. And children, we are left with the last topic, that is what is motion. This is also very important. So again, before coming to the next class, please go through this topic, that is what is motion. Okay, so that's all for today's class. Children, we are again meeting at 11 and there we will do the worksheet of this chapter, that is measurement and motion. So please be prepared and get ready. Okay, so that's all for today's class, children. I have shared the videos in the school app e-content. Please go through that videos to understand it better. Okay, so that's all for today's class, children. Thank you and Jai Hind everyone.